Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another wonderful day. It is 7:18 a.m. on Thursday, the 27th of April, and I have a dentist appointment today to see my denturist. Can't say dentist. I don't have any teeth left. I got to see my denturist. We're going to get these things worked on, and hopefully get them to fit a little bit better. If I smile, these things go clonk and fall down. If I move my mouth any such, the bottom plate pops up. It's hard to chew anything because they just fall off, and then I'm chewing on the dentures instead of using the dentures to chew food. So going to the dentist today is going to be good, I hope. Oh, let's hope that it works out well. It's at 1:30 today. I'm usually done with all this well before that. In fact, my vlog, the one I'm doing right now, I usually have done by 8 o'clock and uploaded around 8:30, hopefully. And my reactions, they're done before 10 o'clock, and usually my game is done before noon, so it works out. It's not like I'm going to be tortured by going to the denturist today, so it's a good thing. Thumbs up on that. And hopefully they'll get these things to fit. Oh, that would be so nice. Also, because we haven't worked on this yet though, I've got some nerve damage and some drooping in my lip because of all the teeth being torn, but also because of the way my gum line is. My dentures here are, I'm not sure of the angle, they're like this. And so my teeth, they're not like that. And so you smile normally and it looks like I'm drooping on one side. And the fact that I am drooping a little on one side makes it twice as bad. So hopefully we can get that fixed today. I hope I can remember to bring it up. I also want to make the gap in here a bit bigger and make the teeth not as perfect looking. Because I've never had, it's locked up again, and we're coming up on like 5 seconds. I've got to wait and see if it's going to de-lock up or if there. Isn't that great? I've got some kind of hardware conflict going on somewhere, and I have no ideas how to find out even, because it's my hard video stuff is locking up and it shouldn't, and it does that while gaming. I shouldn't be getting the poor frame rates I get while recording and gaming. There's something going on and I don't know how to even find out. But it's not like a reinstall will magically fix it, because it was the reinstall that brought the hardware conflict out. Yay. So thumbs up on that. I can't say it's a good thing because it's not. It's terrible. It's horrifying. Nah, it's not even horrifying. I'm just trying to make sure I'm just anal retentive enough that it bugs me if I'm not centered. I've got one of those eyes that if a picture frame is off like 1 or 2 degrees, nobody else can see that small angle, but it's sitting there and it's gnawing at me going, something wrong with that. And so if I'm off center, there's just enough, my subconscious is going, you know, there's like 1 extra degree of space on the left side and there's 1 less on the right. And it just gnaws. So, yay. You gotta love that. It all has to do with that streak of self-loathing and all, because people who had low self-esteem and such deal with that issue. It's a problem of, if you can't do it perfect, then you don't want to do it at all, and because it's got to be perfect, and if it can't be perfect, then don't do it, and it's tied in with that. So self-loathing for the win. Not really for the win per se. I have wanted to do for some time now, and I keep forgetting to do it, but I've tried to start doing it in the past couple days, is talking about things that have happened specifically, like in my past, to bring up and just talk about what happened and what made me me and all that. So I'm trying to come up with Air Force stories and earlier life stories. Oh, my stomach's upset too. I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because I was hungry. And now that I've eaten, my stomach's going, why on earth did you do that? You fool, you fool. So, yay. And of course, my stomach doesn't like just plain water, and all we have is plain water left. At least it's not tap water, so tap water in this area is absolutely terrible. In fact, we get it from they store it in a local water tower thing that's just well, from where I live, it's about a mile away. It used to be a lot closer from where I used to live, but you could walk up there and you'd see it, a big green bubble. It's a tower they put water on, and when it starts to get a little low on water, the water smells almost terrible. Like you'd hand you a glass of this and you're like, hey, thank you very much. Do you have something else besides water? Because water is supposed to, hey, if it has a smell, if it's not much, it's the water, oxygen, hydrogen. But the water that we get out of the water towers, when it gets down a bit, it's like, and it smells bad. So thumbs up. Hopefully it's clean. I know there's enough chemicals in it that, well, that doesn't make it clean, that just makes it chemically. We've had terrible water in Washington State, especially in the places where, up in Bellingham where I lived before, terrible water in that area. One of the problems that helped my teeth decay so much, not enough minerals in the water up there. And with my mother having poor genetic heritage for her teeth and my father having poor genetic heritage for his teeth, they both had dentures by the time they were in their mid-20s. You know, I'm lucky I had my teeth until I was, well, most of my teeth until I was in my late 40s. And then it was, you know, they finally all came out after I was 50. Took years to get it done. Because I could only afford to get 1 or 2 teeth pulled at a time. And you got 32 of them, well, minus your 4 wisdom teeth. And so it was crunk, crunk, crunk. On a good day, we could take out 3. Usually it was just crunk, crunk. And then go out and let them heal for a month or 2. And then go back in and crunk, crunk for the next couple. Except they weren't in order, of course. It was like, oh, this one's really bad now. I can't eat anything. Well, let's... So, yay. Again, I brushed and flossed my entire life. And part of it was the genetic heritage for poor teeth. Part of it was the fact that the water didn't have enough minerals and such, especially when I was growing up. And then add the fact that I was a grinder, which is weird because I never saw any evidence of it myself. When I would wake up after sleeping, my sinuses have been a problem my whole life. I've had chronic sinusitis, and it's just hard to breathe through my sinuses. And so when I sleep, I breathe through my mouth. And so I wake up in the morning just total cotton mouth, and you know, I'm breathing like that. But during the night, I would have gone and just ground my teeth hard. And that just rips your teeth apart. So thumbs up on that. But yeah, there was military time. I wanted to start telling more military time stories. Like one of the things, I don't know how much of basic training has changed between when I went in 1981/1982. I believe it was actually not. Yeah, I graduated in 81, and then it was the year after because like a month or 2 after I graduated from high school, I enlisted into the Air Force. But you don't go in immediately. They give you a time to go in, and it was like 6-8 months into the future. So it took a good 6-8 months before I was ready to go in. But once I went in, I mean, it was terrifying and degrading, of course, because that's the point. The idea is to crush your spirit and your personality, break you down, and then build you back up all together as, you know, more of a unit and less of an individual. And so, yeah, you've got to be crushed. And part of that is when we showed up, you know, they were yelling, screaming at you, going through your stuff, throwing things out, just plain throwing stuff away that you had brought with you to basic. And then you had to, you're stripping off all of your clothes and they're screaming at you to go and take showers. I mean, my knees were shaking so hard I barely was able to stand at that time in that day. I remember the absolute terror that I was in. And then, of course, it went both uphill and downhill from there, because they can't keep you in a permanent state of terror like that. They have to do other things to break you down. So in time, we got used to the schedules and everything that happened, and that was good. Definite thumbs up, and it works into a routine. One thing that human beings are excellent at, which is a problem actually, is normalizing. We normalize behaviors. When you do something that is wrong and you are not brought back in line by other people or law or whatever, if you've done that one wrong thing and something doesn't happen, you can normalize that behavior until you're just doing that all the time. It's now normal for you. It's still wrong, but it's now normalized for you. And you may get called on it later, and it may be a real shock. And yeah, my entire life I've been fixated by my hair. So my apologies. Oh, let's see if I can even remember what I was talking about now. I am so good at derailing myself. Oh, it had to do with basic training and all that. I am so good at doing that. Thumbs up. I just derailed my entire train of thought by fixating on my hair. So I might as well just finish and do my beard now, since the storytelling portion of the day's entertainment is gone. I know I was talking about basic training and the showers and the yelling, but I can't remember exactly what it was, the exact point I was making when I got fixated on this, so my apologies. But it's just, that's the way basic training is. They got to break you down, and part of that is just by yelling and screaming at you and keeping you in a state of terror. I do not know how much of that has changed. The basic formula, I imagine, is roughly the same, just the way they implement it. I mean, now basic training, there's huge, in the Air Force, is huge difference between when I went in and now, because now I've been reading up, and they even have a survival thing where a week in some, you and the other guys in your group go out and survive in a camp. They didn't do that when I was in. I think it's much better now that they do that. We just stayed in dorms, all together in the beds. We'd occasionally, every day we'd go out and run, but generally we stayed inside in dorm stuff. We didn't do that actual survival stuff that is actually a good idea. So I kind of wish that had happened. And I mean, I can't do it now, but life is life. Well, what I want to do now is I have already opened up the comments page on my community tab in my channel, the Creator Studio. Anybody who has a channel has one of these. You just go to the Creator Studio, and then there's community comments. It lists every single comment in chronological order from the most recent down to not the most recent. What I'm doing is I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. Now, good comments, bad comments, and different comments, it doesn't matter. I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. So that's the good part right there. I thank you so much for having done that. Interacting with all of you here in this fashion gets me out of my head into the real world, and that's awesome. Thank you so much. Now, if you'd like a shout out, just ask for it, and if I catch it, that big part right there, then I will give you that shout out, like I have right now. Michael S. asked for a shout out. Son of a gun. Thank you, Michael S. Now, if I mispronounce your names, no disrespect is intended. I'm terrible at names. I do not mean to disrespect. I never mean to disrespect, but I don't mean to dispronounce. Dispronounce? How can I even make words when I'm doing this? Mispronounce. Now, I'm very sorry if I do so, but Jesus Hard Rock, thank you so very much. Andrea, thank you very much for the comments. And Giancarlo Oprins, thank you so very, very much. Moses, thank you. Greatly appreciated. And Justina Aquavita Metz, thank you so very much for the comments. Greatly appreciated. And Joel Pizarro, thank you so very much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. KMD Lyrics / Evolutions, thank you very, very much. Auntie Lynn's, LYNDS, thank you so very, very much. And then there is Noah Smith, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Tobias Retamar, thank you very, very much. And Sritan Rosik, I'm very sorry about the mispronunciation there. Thank you so much for the comment, greatly appreciated. Moises May, MLISES, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. And then Pure_Magic, greatly appreciated, thank you so much. And Hackerman, thank you again, greatly appreciated for the comment. Louis Peppy, PEPI, thank you so much. And Aaron Moen, thank you so very, very much, greatly appreciated. Raptor Gaming, thank you, greatly appreciated. Motionless in Black, son of a gun, thank you. And then there is the Horror Files, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. And I know saying greatly appreciated, thank you very much, over and over again is kind of boring, but I don't know how to say thank you very much is greatly appreciated in many other ways other than saying thank you very much is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much, it is greatly appreciated. And then Joel Jones, thank you so much. And Secretly 365, thank you very, very much for the comments. Oh, Radioactive Soul, except there's a lot of digits instead of actual letters, so did the best I could pronounce that. And non-conformative, whoops, there we are, non-conformative proof, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, A5R, thank you so very, very much. Greatly, greatly appreciated each and every one of you. You get me out of my head and into the world. Very good thing. I'm at 17 minutes of change, so what I'm going to quickly do, because I like to do this as well, I'm going to give as many people as I can a greeting in their home language. If you'd like to hear a good morning in your home language, just pop it into the comments and I'll add it right in there, so son of a gun. So when I say, Bom dia, dia dit, dia guet, guten tag, buenos dias, buna dimanata, ohayo, labrit, labas ritas, kamusta, bongiorno, terahomikos, yoragelt, Barelus, Nihao, Kalimera, Bonjour, Matenba, Bereda, Bokertov, Mesa Olheli, Jean Dobry, or less formally, Chest, Labdien, Dobre Otro, Dobre Rano, Privyet, Merhaba, Go Morgan, God Morgan, and of course, go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink, with good friends. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage, doesn't have to be mounds of crack cocaine, doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs. The crack. Good food, good drink, with good friends. Thumbs up on that. The sun's really coming through the trees. I've gotten some blackout curtains that I'm going to be putting up there. And because I like sunlight and stuff, but it hurts my eyes when it comes in like that. Well, I'm at 18 minutes and 26 seconds. Once again, I've run out of time and I don't know where the time has gone. I started off not knowing what to say and ending going, gosh, I don't have enough time to say everything. So, if you could check out some of the links down below, that would be awesome. You just click on the show more and boom, they open right up. There's all sorts of things. My thanks to people who have donated to my GoFundMe down there. That is keeping a disabled veteran alive. Thank you so much for all the donations. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much again to all my Patreon.com patrons. You are all awesome, wonderful, beautiful people. You are helping to save my life. Thank you so very much. And if you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do greatly appreciate all the positive validation for my existence that I can get. I think we all do. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that too would be awesome, but only if you're down with it, of course. Pity subscriptions, that's what the phrase is there. No need for a big gap in there. Pity subscriptions, not needed or not wanted. But if you are down with it, then hey, hope to keep you as a subscriber forever and ever and ever. So thumbs up. I just noticed it's using the wrong mic. So this is going to sound terrible, and I just now noticed, so my sincere apologies. Still though, you have a good day. I need to fix that, and hopefully everyone's been able to hear me because I don't have enough time to redo this entire thing. So you take care, have a great day. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.